continue. Now, when it comes to 1.1.4, okay, now one thing you have to understand in metric, okay, in metric, they don't usually do anything brand new. What they do, they just do things from last year now, they explore it so that your mind can be open more. Now, when we have something like this, okay, we're solving for x, and then we have x as an exponent, okay. The best thing to do, okay, the best thing to do is try to bring everything on one side. Try to bring everything on one side. Now, when we try to, it's better to take this and transpose it to the left hand side. So we're going to have something like this: 3x plus 2, x plus 2 times a plus 5 times 3 to the power of x equals to 42. Equals to 42. Now, when you have that, okay, remember laws of exponent tells us that when the bases are the same, you add the exponent, okay. So this, okay, before it became that, it was something like this, okay. Before it became that, okay. So plus 5 into 3 to the power of x equals to 42. Now, when we have it like this, okay, we can see that we can pull out 3x, 3 to the power of x as common, okay. Now, when we do that, we see what we left in the bracket. So 3 squared, that is 9 plus 5, okay, open bracket, 42. So we have to divide, okay. We have to divide that, okay, equals to, then we're going to, when we divide it by 14, so let's take out our calculator. So we're going to say 42 divided by 14, which gives us an answer of 3. Now remember this 3 here, it's the invisible one. So the value of x equals to 1. If you want to see that you are right, you can go and double check by saying open bracket 3 raised to the power of 1 plus 2. Then we go down plus 5, open bracket 3 to the power of 1. Let's see the answer it gives us. It gives us 42. We can see that this x value of 1 is correct. Now let's go into 1.1.5. Okay, 1.1.5. Now, when it comes to 1.1.5, so we have x minus root 5x minus 1, okay. The first thing equals to 5. Now, when you have something like this, okay, the first thing we try to isolate this root squared, okay. This we try to isolate it. How we're going to isolate it? Okay, we're going to say this x, we're going to transpose it to the right hand side. We're going to have something like negative root 5x minus 1, okay, equals to 5 minus x, okay, 5 minus x. Now, when we have something like this, okay, now what we do, in order for us to get rid of this square root, we have to square both sides. When we do that, we square both sides. So what happens is that I'm going to continue up here. So what happened with that is, on this bracket here, we're going to have something like 5x minus 1. Because remember, negative 1 squared, it's negative 1 times 1, okay, which equals to, that was 1.1.4, while this is 1.1.5, okay, 1.1.5. Now, when we do that, okay, in this one, remember this is a binomial. This is a binomial. Since this is a binomial, we know that our answer will be a trinomial. In order for us to find a trinomial, what you do, you raise the first term, okay, square the first term, which gives us an answer of 25. Once you square the first term, then to find the middle term, take the sign and write it the way it was. If this was a positive, we're going to write positive. Since this is a negative, we're going to write a negative. Then you take the 5 multiplied by the x, we get an answer of 5x, and then 5x times 2, which gives us negative 10x, okay. And then we raise the last term, which gives us an answer of x squared. So we transpose everything on one side. When transposing everything on one side, okay, when transposing everything on one side, we have something like x squared minus 10x minus 5x, okay. Then we're going to have something like 25 plus 25 plus 1, okay. Also, so I'm gonna continue. Let's cut this out. So I'm gonna continue up here, okay. Now once we have that, it gives us something like x squared minus 15x, okay, minus 15x plus 26. Now once you have it in the standard form, okay, your calculator is your best friend. Now we open up our calculator, we write 5, its first mode, okay, because it's very important, you must get use of it. Mode EQN, which is 5, and then we look for x squared, which is 3. Our A is 1, our B is negative 15, and then our C is 26. Okay, our C is 26, which the first x is 13. So remember, I said this is our final answer. Working one step backwards, we're going to have something like x minus 13. Okay, x minus 13, x equals to 13. Or let's see the second one. The second one, okay, we're going to press equal to, x is equal to 2. So x minus 2, x equals to 2. Now when you have it like this, okay, it's very, very important to always go and check which one is correct, because most of the time maybe one can be correct while the other one is not correct. Now if you don't do that check, you will see you'll get your answer wrong. Now let's go back to our normal calculator. So we have 13. Let's try with that 13 first, okay. So 13 minus root 5 open bracket 13 close bracket minus 1. We can see it's giving us 5. Now let's try with the 2. Okay, let's try with the 2. So that is 2. That is 2. Okay, you can see the 2, it's giving us negative 1. So when it gives us negative 1, all you have to do is say NA, not applicable. Okay, not applicable. And then this one here, you just underline. So the last two we're going to do it in our next video. Now that you have the knowledge that you require, okay, it is time to go and shock your paper. See you in our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to this video.